Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit.
Jordan, I have a very Hawaiian question to ask you.
I already know your question. The answer is no.
He is Hawaiian.
Really?
I think I already know your question.
What is it?
Tell him.
It has something to do with pineapples in Hawaii.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Dole pineapple juice authentically Hawaiian juice that's from Hawaii? Like, that's what people in Hawaii drink on a daily basis is Dole. Is that like y'all how we drink, I guess, Simply Orange? Or like Simply Lemonade? Is that like y'all like normal?
So like, is that the normal Hawaiian drink, pineapple juice?
I don't know. I'm just naming
No,
shit.
simply.
Like, what's something that like every
Simply's like the
household
Simply-
has?
Yeah, you know the Simply's like.
So is
Simply
that like
Hawaiian
literally
Simply.
not? No,
No.
pineapple juice
I'll
isn't
put it
like.
this way. Sanford B. Dole, the person that the Dole plantation is named after, the Dole pineapples, he's part of the group that stole the Hawaiian kingdom.
Wow.
Colonizers.
And the sordid history. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, you didn't come on that tour. When we went in Hawaii,
Yeah, I'm
when
like,
we went on that tour,
sordid.
it was a very sordid history.
Yeah.
You're like, who took what? Because you know it's a beautiful fucking land and brown people, right? So they was gonna take that shit. Somebody was going.
It's
be
an
doing
imported
the
crop.
taking.
So my dad, his first job was actually on the pineapple plantation, but pineapples aren't native to Hawaii. They're a crop that was brought in. It has nothing to do with.
I didn't even know
Can I be honest
pineapples
with you?
weren't
I thought Hawaii was
intrinsically
pineapple.
naturally Hawaiian.
I thought it was Hawaiian. I'm gonna be
Because
real.
it's so
Yeah, I
many.
did think
It's
that was
the
Hawaiian.
climate probably so good for.
Because I thought it'd be perfect
just like
for.
no, but just like oranges in California.
Yeah.
I don't think this is like the originator of oranges, but it's a climate
Florida
that's
is,
so
isn't it?
good for growing them that you do get California oranges, California grapes.
Yeah.
You know. But
Yeah, I was like, it sounds
I'm not
dark.
gonna
I was
lie.
like,
Literally,
geez.
when
That
I
fucked
learned
me
some
up
of
a
this
little
history,
bit. I had to like
Hawaiian
take
that at
that
all.
in.
I
Like,
was on a
like,
haunted
fuck.
did
tour,
not
so
accept
they
that shit at all.
they were loving the dark
Damn,
angles.
but you gotta realize we didn't know. You see, our whole face was like,
Literally, like, oh, hot
really?
damn.
No, because I was just
That's
thinking.
how
I
we
was,
was on the haunted tour in Hawaii. We
Yeah.
like see, I wish because neither of you guys came. We
That's why
enjoyed
we
it.
didn't
No,
go.
but we was
Yeah,
like,
like a haunted tour. That don't sound tight.
it's
yeah.
a haunted tour in
They were,
Hawaii.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
were trying to.
I need to know about this Hawaiian
so hard,
haunted
too.
tour.
dun, 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 dun,
First off, how
dun.
much did it cost? Or if you know.
Not very much.
Okay.
It was but she said
But money and I wasn't paying it. Me and
That
they
message was not
drunk
free.
chilling in the motherfucking hotel, having a good
They're
old
so
time.
whack.
Okay. Exactly.
There was
We were like,
no,
fuck the ghost.
we couldn't even get inside the building where the ghost was. We wasn't gonna get chased by no ghost. We was on the streets. I was like, this is a
did.
hustle. I was like,
no.
I'll give you a haunted tour of Hawaii, motherfucker, get some of this money back. Bitch, let me tell you, I got Googled the fuck. I'm like,
I'm not with it.
ooh,
So
and
tell,
check
so
out
tell me,
this thing.
tell me
back
about
here.
this Hawaiian haunted
Yeah.
tour.
Well, we showed up. We was like, bitches about to get spooky, you know. NYU was like right before dusk, so we were like, okay, you know, sun setting. Definitely.
And where's this at in Hawaii
Spooky as
exactly?
hell.
What city? Do you remember?
We were in Oahu
stayed in
/
Oahu,
Honolulu.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, Waikiki is the neighborhood. So just so
Hello.
you know,
We
just
did.
so you know, let me school
was a
y'all
good time.
real quick.
It was a
Okay.
good time.
It was a good time.
It
Not
was
the
a good
haunted
time.
tour. I didn't go to that. Gross. Sorry.
But Hawaii, you know, let's not talk about the things Trent didn't go to because she's just so much better than everything. She's like, I
No.
can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to get
Not
to this or that.
everything.
She's like, the sun's
Just
too bright, the
something.
night's too cold. I can't. Like, I'm
Well,
like,
I'm a
what?
delicate flower, y'all.
She's a
You
delicate
gotta handle
flower.
me with
When you get a
care.
chance.
Well, baby, I'm a weed motherfucker. I'm coming
Tenacious.
out.
You gotta do that.
I'm
I love it.
tenacious like
I
a
fucking
weed.
love it.
So-
I love
I'll
that.
take it. Beautiful.
So
like
you
a
were
flower,
going. You were
tenacious like a
with the
weed.
tour.
I was with the tour. Me and Anna went on the tour. My sister went on the tour. And I think, did Cody come? I can't tell if Cody came or not. But a couple of us were like, we're down for the tour. We went on the tour. Tour, baby. I won't lie. The tour did hit a day crescendo where it became very, 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 very boring. But before that, it was it was pretty interesting. I do feel like it was a little bit of a hustle because, like,
There we go. Now we get to
let
the
me tell
truth.
you what. Let me tell you
That's
what.
all we were waiting for. We were waiting for
Because
that
we showed
part.
up, we was just like, we outside. Like, I could walk you, like a regular crackhead, a hobo in Los Angeles could walk you around and say, hey, let me tell you the story of this building. Hey, let me tell you what's going on here. Which is kind of
Why you fucking around? They know though.
Exactly.
No, they
They're
do
the
know.
ones that actually know.
Hey,
how
I'm
to
saying,
know.
I'm not saying that it's not worth it because it depends on what you want to know.
Yeah.
So if you care, and I did care, I was like, oh my goodness. I will say, I did enjoy seeing like one of the king statues. Like that motherfucker was black. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
I feel
dope.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Hawaii definitely is like a cross between like you know, and honestly, if you even think about where it is, location wise, it is like kind of like halfway from the US, halfway from Japan, you know, like it's like a meeting ground, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I do feel like, and it's like also a beautiful oasis. So I feel like, of course, there would have been like more blacker cultures and more lighter cultures that mixed and mingled there
Right.
and kind of, you know, over time created like the beautiful Polynesian culture that is there.
I like how you
So,
put that.
you know, because I mean, hey,
That makes
we're
sense.
all mixed up in this jiggy jungle.
Oh, my Lord. Aren't we all, man?
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to the beginning, man. It's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent, but some of the ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali. We here feeling good, feeling great as usual. Coming at you with another one. This is another great special episode. This has been a long time coming because since I've met them, I'm going to say them because I met them together. Since I met these two beautiful women, they literally, I was like, I gotta have you on the show for the fact that you answered every one of my questions, every one I had. It was nothing was off the table with you guys.
Never.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you want to know about this? Yeah, cool. It
Talk
broke
about
it
it.
down. You guys always had that great spirit, and I was like, oh, you guys need to have a podcast. And now we got one coming.
Period.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And if you don't know, I'm gonna let you know this is Triiinity Tafari
Yes.
and Amiiiri Tafari
Thank you very much.
of Tafari Talk Podcast coming at you
Tafari
live.
Talk.
Yes.
Shout it out, man.
Coming
Welcome to Big
soon.
Cali World.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you
very
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Truly.
Thank you.
Yes, how you
We
ladies
are excited.
doing, man? What's good with y'all, man?
Feeling good, feeling great.
Hello.
you know?
Exactly.
Talk about it, man.
Having a fantastic day. The weekend was amazing. You
Hey.
know,
Wasn't
it's
it,
Monday.
though?
Hey.
Monday podcast day. It's always a good day. What's that?
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, usually we record all our podcasts on Mondays,
Mhm.
so it could drop on a Friday. We do
Exactly.
that, give people time, so we always do that.
Yeah, so.
But these are like the best days because all of us as creators, all of us as people that work, we work on the weekends because we're all in the entertainment business
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
of some sort.
Yep.
Some sort.
DJ, dance,
Mhm.
Yep.
party promotion, marketing,
Yep. Yep.
bartender,
Mhm.
whatever, busboy. Everyone gets it. Videographer, like we can go down the list.
Exactly.
Everyone works on the weekend. So Mondays is like our Friday
Makes
night,
sense.
our
Hell yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Because then we kind of like do a slow start to the week.
to the week. Exactly.
Like
agree.
we go to sleep on
Mhm.
Tuesday, we start Wednesday, then by Thursday we're fully
Back.
ready,
Yep.
Yeah, man.
ready to
Into
go
it.
full swing.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, now we here
Creative
feeling
life.
good, feeling great as usual, man. And this last weekend, I'm gonna just start with this. I get a nice DM, one of the best DMs I probably got this year
There
from
we go.
a good friend, Miss is it Siren? I always mispronounce it. Siren.
Siren, yeah.
Siren, Miss Siren.
Mhm.
Shout
Hit
out
me
to
up, was
Siren.
like, yo, look, I got a vibe Saturday. I need you to pull up.
There we
I
go.
need you to DJ. Came through. She said it was a topless pool party.
Mhm.
So naturally, the player in me was like, oh, okay, well, duh. Like, I'm not gonna say no. And she was like, I got the bag for
Topless
you.
pool
We got
party.
you. And I was like, oh,
Exactly.
that too? Oh, okay.
Period.
Let's do it. Quick, too. Like,
Mhm.
what's up? Boom, 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 boom. Go there. Me and my cousin pull up. Demore. Me and my boy Demore pull up. And when I tell you, like, if you could think of what you would want at a pool party, when I'm talking stuffed animals, food, open bar, like
Mhm.
liquor, games though,
Yep.
actual games.
Mhm.
As adults, like how many times do you go out and play games?
You know
Like,
what?
legit
I
games.
actually
You actually play
try
games.
to
We
go
have-
out and
we
play
play
games.
games.
I like to stay in and play games and go out and play games. Personally, I love like, I don't know, my mom, you know, my family, they all bred this love in me of like gaming. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
from New
love
Orleans,
games.
like from card games.
Shout
to
out New
Uno,
Orleans.
Which shout out to my motherfucking station. I was doing the Uno cards and the Tekken. So I was like, this is all my things from my childhood. It was like, I'll do arcade games and the card games. So
That's
cool.
lit.
Yeah.
But at any rate, you know, I do actually try. I mean, I can't always get it all the time. That's why it's beautiful to get this fixed where you can somewhere
Yes.
where it's more adults who are like, let's engage in this.
Yes.
You know,
Definitely.
but like, yeah,
when
I do
you
really
hear
like
it's a
the
topless
games.
pool party though, you initially think as a nigga, you're like, okay, it's just gonna be
Titties.
titties.
I'm not mad
It's
at
gonna be
just
some
titties,
twerking music,
but it's definitely gonna
which
be titties.
it was there.
Which was that?
But-
it was
Shout out
very
to Big
much so
Cali.
that,
Shout
you
out to
know?
Thank
DJ
you,
Big Cali.
thank you,
Killing
thank
the
you.
goddamn
It was a
vibe.
vibe. It was
That's
definitely
my
a vibe.
DJ
I
drop.
knew you would.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
Is it
that was a beautiful.
It was good?
One more time.
as it?
I love
Yeah.
it.
You like-
They were
I love it. I
Okay,
love
I
it.
just want to know.
That was beautiful. No.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I loved it. It was such an amazing time.
Yeah.
First off, I was free to play what I wanted.
Yes.
I literally just created my home vibe.
That's
And I went back to the
And you
south a
murdered
little
it.
bit. I went to the West Coast
We
a little
always
bit.
love it.
Then
We
I
love it.
started playing some dance tracks at the end and started
Yep.
getting real. But then I got to go back into my R&B, slow dance, lap
Yep.
dance. I call it the forbidden playlist.
There
that,
we go.
that playlist you
Yeah,
only
that's the
bring
one
out
you
for
need.
the
That lay
special
your
days.
body down.
You
type
know?
of playlist,
Those-
Yeah, all that.
You know?
all that and that. I
The
played Pretty
boys.
Willie, Lay Your Body Down.
Mhm.
And when I tell you I almost shedded a tear, just out of nostalgic alone.
Everyone did almost with you.
No, we were all so grateful
We were
to
all
hear
like,
this in a
yes,
public
this is the
forum.
motherfucking moment.
A public
This is the
space.
moment.
We're
This
like,
is
let
the
us share
moment.
this immaculate
Ooh, we had
experience.
so much
Now let
fun.
me say this. I worked a lot of events. All female production.
Yes.
It was the only men that was there were hired.
Yep.
Or attended as a guest.
Mhm.
Haven't really seen that. When I say open sexuality, it was every walk of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw hood dudes that was
Yeah.
like, in any other case, I probably would never talk to them and probably walk by them,
Yeah.
chilling. I
Yeah.
saw the most beautiful model, look like they just came in from France looking females.
Yeah.
See some cool LA girls chilling out, looking good. See some girls from the South, like everybody
Everyone
was there.
Mhm.
And not only were they there, it was just like an open freedom to do what you want
Yeah.
in a safe place
Mhm.
Yes.
that made it not even want to take advantage of it. You almost wanted to just enjoy being around it, if that makes
Exactly.
sense. Like, it wasn't for a thirsty nigga.
That's the right energy. That's the right energy, though.
And you're
you
right,
feel
and,
the
and
vibes.
it's not for the
It's
thirsty.
not for
Even
the
thirsty
thirsty.
women. It wasn't even for thirsty women.
not
It
for
was
the
literally
thirsty.
No,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because there are the thirsty. Like there is a
It's
whole.
not for the
do not
thirsty.
think that it's gendered. I have felt and seen the thirst from both genders.
from everyone.
Just to be
Everyone can
real.
be thirsty.
Because you just have to have a degree. You have to have a degree of passion and fire, but you also have to have a degree of like cool and chill and like it's cool. Like everybody's like fucking titties are out, but like you shouldn't be walking around like.
Like,
Well, here's what
You
I'm
know, like
saying.
look them in
Yes.
their eyes, still talk to them, and you still see the titties, and
I
it's wonderful.
had amazing.
And
You
you
know what?
enjoy
And I have a
both.
theory. It's hard for someone to lie while they're naked.
I could see it being a lot harder.
I don't
Harder.
think it's,
A lot
yeah,
harder.
It's not
if
hard,
if you good,
but it's
you
hard.
good.
If
It's
you're
not
good, you're
harder
good. You're
for
right.
sure.
You're right.
But
But a square,
Yeah.
it's hard
There's a
for a
lot more
square.
Yeah.
A
you're like,
square
I
to just
mean,
come up
you see my
butt
dick,
naked
so.
Yeah.
and just tell me a lie.
Yeah.
And if I'm a real ass nigga and not see it, come
Facts.
on, man. But you can't be entrapped. But here's what I'm saying. I was able to DJ. Everyone was having a good time. The drinks was flowing.
Mhm.
And it was just like, I was like, this is literally the perfect kind of vibe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like, you know how niggas go, I want to talk to some females. It was a 9-to-1 ratio.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
It was only like
Ladies
15 dudes there.
Yeah. She honestly, that's a part of the energy, and it's curated that way. Like it's very like you definitely want the ratio, or in my opinion,
on top of
you
that,
definitely
I
want the
will
ratio
say-
to be very.
Has it
womanly.
always been like that, or did it start off like that? Like, and we're not gonna make the whole show about it. I'm just curious about that because you guys brought me into this world.
Yes. Yes.
Where
yes.
it's called the kinky game night. I don't know
Yes.
what
Kiki Game.
break it down.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Siren.
Yes.
That is her baby.
That's
But
Siren.
we are
Yeah, shout out
grateful
Siren.
to also. Yeah, shout
Yes.
out Siren.
Yeah, she's
The
amazing.
Siren girls too. Shout out them.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are the
Yes.
Sirens.
These Siren,
so shout
and
out
that is
Sirens.
real. No,
And
they
our
run
baby
the shit.
Jay
Exactly.
as well.
Talk
So
to the
we do.
Siren girls. If you want to know
Vibe
info,
curation, you know?
Sorry.
We handle it.
Yeah, exactly. So, we're part of the Siren Squad. So, that being said, the vibe, in my involvement, in my understanding, the vibe has been where there is a good balance, but I do see a lot more ladies. It's also, I would say, being comfortable and capable of existing in that space. And I think that's what happens.
I like how you
Duker-
say that, comfortable and capable,
Exactly.
because
Yes.
it's hard for, I wouldn't say hard because that's giving an excuse. It's not as common in men, I would say it. A lot of niggas can't take being around that.
Yeah.
I know some homies
It's
right now,
very,
if they'd have
very
been around all
That
that,
could not.
them
Like
niggas would
the
have either
energy,
blacked out, they'd have
Yeah.
talked to 20 different girls, they'd
Yeah.
have just shot their shot.
It would have
like
been
every-
overload.
And
It would have just been
been
sensory
too much.
overload.
Yeah.
Like,
Too much.
It's
It was
because
a
everyone's
moment.
paying attention and everyone's in the vibe too, so you don't even want to be that person, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
you
don't
want
wanna
to
be
enjoy
that
the
guy.
vibe,
We can
observe
all-
the
yeah.
vibe, like preserve
It was like going to the
vibe.
Playboy Mansion.
Exactly.
That's the best way I
Like,
can
you don't want to
explain
be
it.
the fucking
Like,
weirdo
from
who
what the
fucks
stories I hear
vibe.
about the Playboy
You
Mansion,
want to be like,
Yes.
whoa. This
do you
is
really
it.
want to be that guy?
You
Don't
wanna
be
be that
that
guy?
guy.
Come on.
Do you want to be that girl?
No.
Come on.
Do you wanna be
Nobody
that
wants to be that
person?
person.
Fuck
that
Yeah.
person.
Nobody
I'm learning
wants to be
that.
that person.
Non-binary. I'm
Exactly.
learning these.
Being
Exactly.
non-binary,
Trinity,
baby.
Yes.
And by the way, Trinity, and this is another reason why I brought her on the pod. Trinity and Amiiiri both are teaching me so much about things
Yes.
that I should know. I would say I should have known
Yes.
because I wasn't raised in
But
that knowing.
We're
experience-
learning. We're
Even
learning.
down to like y'all relationship and the foundation of that.
Yeah.
And then even like the openness of that. Because I seen that in full display. Not putting your business because it's your business, but
Oh,
I
we
seen
ain't
it in
saying-
full
we love to
display.
talk about it.
Let's
But I
talk
seen
about
it
it.
in
Hey,
full
whole
display,
podcast. We're gonna talk
yeah.
about it.
I seen it in
We
full
ain't
display
ashamed.
at the party.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, it could really work.
Yeah.
Because I literally forgot for like a minute. It was just so chill.
Yeah.
Like you had your situation, you had your, and everybody was just having a good
Exactly.
time. I didn't see one hating move one time.
No.
Maybe it was
Nope.
just a good day I
No,
came.
it's all.
No,
But at least
yeah.
I seen the only dudes I seen was the players was out.
Yeah.
Niggas
The
was cool.
players-
Like
Exactly.
niggas was just like, hey, my
Okay.
girl would like, you know.
It's a good vibe. It's a good
Yeah,
vibe.
right.
Like,
I don't want to
fun.
say, you know, because you gotta go to the party. You gotta see what's
Yeah,
up.
gotta be
Right.
there.
You gotta get on the
have
invite,
to
get on the
be
RSVP.
And that's why
there.
you have to have a
Yeah.
degree of chill as a single male or female. You have to have a degree of chill as a coupled, male or female, like, or both
For
or
sure.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be monogamous, polyamorous, you do have to have a degree of chill. Like you said, I don't want to be that guy, that person that disturbs the vibe
Right.
because it's magic that's taking place.
It
This
is.
natural, just like open, curation. And we've also thrown events,
Mhm.
of this nature too, just like where
Wow.
that's the idea. The idea is to curate a safe space, a
Yeah. For
space
sure.
where people feel comfortable in their magic and letting the magic just merge and flow and grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In its authenticity.
And I've
So-
always thrown parties and I've always thrown events and I've created the same type of vibe just like that.
Yeah,
But
I
I've
believe
never
that.
thought about it in that way.
Yeah.
It was just more so I was blessed to be around friends that just like, we're not weirdos.
Like, get it. It's
Exactly.
the vibe.
And I hate to say
Exactly.
weirdos because I'm not trying to, talk
No,
shit.
that's how
but
we
it-
feel
No,
like
no,
it
but that's
too.
exactly
what it is. Like,
Like,
it's
exactly.
like-
like weirdos.
Yeah, I was
what I'm
saying,
saying?
Bro,
nail on the head.
like, it's
Yep.
only a body part.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna
relax.
say it's
Yes.
only pussy. I'm not gonna say it's
Yeah.
only dick.
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying
not
it's
that
only
you're
a
not
body part.
stimulated and
Relax.
happy about it, but there's also the duality of like appreciation, like, oh, this is so amazing, but also like, it is a body part. She is a human with a body. I'm a human with a body. Like, we're not gonna be like, oh,
We're
I
all
seen
the
a
same,
dick.
yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
running away.
Yeah.
I'm tripping out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have just like a degree of like respect and balance. And the respect is both admiration, appreciation, but also like
Facts.
knowing where to chill, knowing the line, and being like,
Yeah.
okay,
And I've always
Exactly.
felt like I've personally kind of been like that. But learning and being like so aware now in this time where the conversation happens, where people talk about even open sexuality, they talk about open freedom of liberation, like women in general. Like,
Yeah.
it's, we can, hey, I'm not going to talk for women, but hey, right now,
It's a crazy time.
that was another reason why I said you
Yeah.
got to go on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Wild. Like, even in the
We
last,
living in
the
a war
Supreme
zone.
Court overturning.
Yeah, the Roe Vs Wade.
I don't know if y'all wanna-
because
I know you guys talk about it
we
on the
talk about it on the podcast. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and
we
more
don't
depth,
get
but
into
just
that.
like I'm just
Yeah.
literally, I
Yeah.
want to know
Talk
y'all
for
opinion
sure.
because I've wanted to talk about it, but I don't feel I'm
It feels like a war at a point, Like, damn.
war on
Right.
women.
Like, damn.
Like, why
but
does it
to be
matter?
perfectly honest,
Yeah.
though, we all lose in this scenario, and this is
I
why this
know.
is not
That's
just
why I just said
a
war,
woman's
period.
issue. It's not just a woman's issue.
Facts.
So please arm yourselves and make yourselves aware as everyone, as the public who is experiencing all the changes and different things that likely will come forth with this overturning of Roe versus Wade. Like,
yeah.
It's a freedom, it's a liberty, it's a choice, and it's been taken away in a lot of regards, so it's like, it's really sad, I'm not sitting here advocating like, oh yeah, I definitely do, but I feel like we all have the right to, and in a place that doesn't have free health care in the general sense, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, in a place that the same people who are voting for like, no abortions, let's repeal Roe versus Wade, are the same people who say, oh, we don't need no more welfare, we don't need whatever. In a place where there are so many not even foster children, because at least they've made it in the foster system, which sucks, which needs reform. But so many.
Man, that's a whole nother bag.
I
of
know.
issues.
Right, but we will, but it is all connected, right?
It does all
is.
You know,
link up.
we can look at it isolated. Not saying you guys are intending to, but like we can
No, that
try to
makes
look
total
at it
sense.
as a people isolated, but all
Mhm.
these things are intermingled and interconnected.
Facts.
How this shit is gonna affect, it's gonna affect all that shit. And we're already overworked in the medical industry, underpaid in the sense of like, yo, we don't have this healthcare, we don't have this support for you to be forcing us to have babies. Statistically, you know, there are still honestly too many women, to say this is a quote first world country, that die in
Yeah.
the US
Literally.
having babies, different stuff like that. Like you literally
There's
forcing them
so
to risk their
many
life.
reasons. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
and honestly,
many.
even if your life isn't at risk, the notion of bringing in another life into the world, you know, is so important that I do feel like you should have a choice. It should not be a
It
punishment.
costs a whole lot of money.
It costs
Do we
money.
know why they are doing it? What's their reasoning that they
Feels
say?
like there's an
Ooh,
agenda.
Don't get me started on that.
I'm just
This
curious.
feels
Like,
like
I'm like,
is-
what's the what?
My thing is,
I
they're
don't know.
going so hard on the fact that this is a religious decision. Like that's not in the goddamn Constitution that they ain't supposed to do that. I'm so
Yeah,
confused.
that is
This
supposed
is
to be
confusion
separation
to
of church
me.
and state and
Where
all
is
these
the
different
separation
things.
between church and state?
But
when all
now
y'all are
we're
talking
allowing
about is
religious morality to
morality
dictate.
and religion is why we're overturning this. I don't understand.
And then, you know, what's really crazy to me is it's like, okay, all right, y'all don't want us to abort the babies. This alive, the second it becomes a clump. Cool. All right. So help us, those who don't want to have babies either yet or maybe ever. You don't know. And there's enough babies out here cared for. So like there's no shortage of babies. No need for, you know,
Right.
people who don't want to handle it, who know they can't handle it or whatever, to be trying to do that. But you know, at least allow us the option to do preventative measures. I hear that they're attacking
Thank
birth
you.
control
Yeah, they're starting to
on
do all
top of that.
Yeah,
Wait,
and I'm
wait.
birth
like,
control's
so
getting
then what?
attacked at
Are you
this
trying
point.
to make us have more
They're
babies?
trying to make like they're
You're
trying to
trying to
make
get
the
workers to
workforce.
farm the land and, you know,
I know they're trying to expand the workforce.
be
This don't make no
secretaries
sense.
or whatever. You know,
here's
not
where I'm
that that's nothing's
confused.
wrong with any of that, but I'm
So-
just saying, you know, what are y'all trying to do?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are we not having an infant milk? The
Yes,
The milk.
formula shortage.
formula.
I know.
milk. Isn't it a shortage right now?
Yeah.
Last I heard.
Last I heard,
Shit,
I don't have any
last I
children,
heard, yeah,
so
I don't
I
have
don't
any kids,
know.
so I don't actually know.
I'm
up to the
sorry.
moment.
But from we said it at the same
I
time.
didn't hear it.
From
I
what I
heard and I know
understand,
some-
I heard
out
about
there.
that.
so we can't feed the babies
Exactly.
at the efficient rate we should be. We don't offer any kind of like
Assistance
preventative
at all,
cares
or, yeah.
to make the baby not happen. And we're also, if the baby does happen, we're not gonna allow the mother to make a decision.
Yeah. And then
Or
we're
her
going
own
to
body.
continue to charge her.
This
That's
sounds
the
like
thing.
a
gonna continue
set,
to
like,
You know
charge
how
her.
expensive it
We're
is
not
to
going
have
to
a
assist
baby.
her when she has the baby. We're going to charge
Yeah,
her
like, I'm
to
like-
go through all the processes there are to have a baby. We know, like, in the medical system in America, even to
The
get
debt.
free assistance and stuff like that, there's so many loops, there's so many time things.
And you're
You
just not
got
gonna be
9 months.
completely. That's
You
the
got
thing, it's
9
still not
months.
gonna
You
be
gotta figure that
completely
shit out.
free.
Like,
It's gonna be like less.
You owe this back, or
yeah,
this
and
is
you just have
less,
to pay
or
it back
you're in
over
debt
time.
here.
Like no,
Not to
this
mention
puts
even
people in
if-
debt. Like having babies puts people in debt.
Not to mention the danger, you know, that is possibly posed, which is another reason you should be
Death,
ready for the
sickness,
risk.
Yes.
craziness.
Let's be real. Yeah,
And all types of
death,
stuff can
sickness,
happen to you.
literally permanent
after having
permanent
a baby. Yeah, like even if
changes.
you just end up
But
okay.
the people that are making the decision, and this is, I'm only saying this because, yes, I know the answer, but it sounds so like crazy.
yeah,
It's like a movie almost. Like, no way.
Literally.
Like, no way. Because the people that are making the decision are people who can't physically do any of this process.
Right. You
like
can
that
never know what
men
it's
can
like.
never physically by science have a child
No.
unless they, I don't even think in that
I don't
case,
think,
even if
yeah.
they, transition to
No.
another gender, I don't think scientifically they can still do it. It's
No.
just things that women have in them.
Yeah.
So anyway, we know that. We don't have to
Or
talk about
if we're
science.
technically speaking here,
A
politically
man
correctness,
a trans man.
a trans man
could have a baby.
Got
which
you.
is what makes it not a woman issue.
Oh, I got you. Sorry.
Yes.
I had to yeah, that makes
Just
total
for
sense.
political correctness.
And
Yes.
let me say that's
Thank you.
part of what makes it not a women issue, because let's
part
be
of,
real.
yes, part of.
I mean,
sorry.
though we will be saddled with the physical and possibly financial responsibility, like you know, for any man who actually does care to not just like run away from their responsibilities or whatever, which there are a number of them
Of course.
out there.
That will.
I'm
You
one
know,
of them.
they're gonna feel.
That would not
That's what I'm
run.
saying.
Exactly.
That's
Me
what
and
I'm
my
saying.
friends, you know,
Exactly.
I can say that
Yeah, no,
confidently.
And exactly, and I acknowledge the men of the world that exists as well. So it's like,
And it's
yo,
sad we even have to say that, by the way. Just
Yeah.
side note,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna go and dwell
It
into
is.
that.
Right,
You
that's
know,
a-
that's a
that's
whole
another
nother bag.
that's
You gotta
We'll
tune
be here
into
all
the
day.
podcast for that. That's a whole different
Woo!
episode.
Tafari talk, baby, because lower we would.
But no, I didn't
for
mean to
sure
cut
talk
you
about
off. Sorry.
No,
but
no,
yeah.
you're fine. But yeah, you know, just being like, because I know many people on either side will argue, well, the man at least has a choice or whatever. And it's like, if he is not fully upstanding, yeah, sure. But if he is
in it.
upstanding,
He's in it to win it.
he's in it, and he's stuck too now with this situation
Yeah.
where maybe he's like, hey, I was ready. I want to have kids, but I don't
Just
want to
not
have them
right
yet.
now,
I'm not
maybe.
financially, emotionally,
Or even
you
not
know,
with you.
whatever.
That
That
happens
seems like
too.
an attack
Or
on-
maybe I don't want to have kids with you, which is
That's
also
fine.
fair for both
That's
the male and
fair.
female
Right.
to decide and be like, yo, let's talk about like how we was doing that, but we wasn't.
We wasn't doing it for
We
that.
wasn't
Creates a
trying
whole-
to make a
But
life
here's what I'm saying.
here.
Here's where I get pissed. You're taking away the preventative measures.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Like
we
you're
can't
literally
be
making
saying-
it like,
it's a
okay,
war.
so
and there's not a world in
literally
which
your
humans
pull-out
don't fuck.
game better be immaculate every person.
Immaculate.
You
Every time
gotta
if you're
do some
drunk,
fucking Jordan shit.
If you-
Like
yeah.
some other kind
you
of
gotta be
like
practicing.
No,
not
basically you would have
nutting
to
all
not.
these-
No, you just wouldn't have sex while she was ovulating. That would be the real ticket.
That would be the real ticket.
The
But
real
hold up,
ticket.
as a bitch who is ovulating, come my birthday week, motherfucker, in Miami
talk about it.
with some dick. No, just
Hello.
kidding. Okay,
Her
you know, with my
vacation.
man, it's my man. Vacation. Okay, more than us is just going. Whatever. It's not just a vacation. It's a
is a
fun
vacation.
cation. But my bae is going. You think I'm not finna be fucking? That's not fair. You want me to not fuck? You
I'm
want me
just
to
saying
not
that would be
fuck
the
on my
that would be the
birthday
coolest
in
way to make it.
proverbial paradise?
'Cause
You
that's the
want me
only
to be
time
like,
you can get
yeah,
pregnant.
you know,
So,
it's cool. Let's just not fuck when you're ovulating. Fuck.
I mean, sucks if your ovulation falls on us a shitty time. That sucks for you, I
Whoa,
guess.
whoa.
Isn't it like more
Whoa.
enjoyable to?
Oh, yeah, and
scientifically?
you're-
On top of that, yes,
When
your
you're
body's like,
so
trying to make a
fucking
baby.
horny on
Yeah,
you
you're
when you're
so horny.
ovulating.
That's a
And like
fucking
even the
setup.
wettest
like
pussy,
monstrous.
it's
But
a
that's how you know
setup.
God. That's how you know God looks out though. Like the way
It's
sex
like,
is
y'all gonna
actually
continue.
designed.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Like the way it's
You know,
designed, God's like,
even
look, if
racial
you're
could
with
be-
your, let's just say in a perfect world,
Yes.
if you're with your wife
Mhm.
and you're like, we're gonna procreate children now, the moment in time of that month where she's the most fertile, sex is the most fire for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But in the most realistic world, that's a setup.
It is a setup.
That's like
that
like
also
riding
to
the
me
fast
it
track
sounds like
lane.
a setup. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Like
The
you
whole
can
thing
get
is a
there, but
setup.
you might get a ticket.
Yeah.
Or you might
Yeah.
not. You
It's
might it might be your
literally
week.
Right,
You
not
miss
get a
every
ticket
camera.
yet, and you still, you
It's a
missed every
setup
camera.
like a
You made it
motherfucker.
on time.
That's
You
a
got
horrible
excited. You got to
example,
say,
but
no,
a good
no, it's
one.
a
No,
great
but that
example
ass.
because
No,
you're
but
like,
that ass.
maybe
That
I won't get caught. You're like, yo, it could be lit the whole way. Like I'll make it like
Or
super
not.
early instead of late. I stay here later like I wanted to, like a fast tracking it, baby. Like woo, no ticket. Like yeah, or you could get that.
Or you can get that ticket and you're like, fuck,
Exactly.
$350
Damn.
for a trip to
Damn.
Fullerton? Sorry, my bad. That was dark. My bad. That just came out of somewhere. Shout out
my
GTF, man. We
Oh,
sometimes we gotta
man.
get there, man.
Get
Anyway,
there.
yeah, man, the fast
For
track.
real.
See, but that's actually a good example.
Uh-huh.
That's why I was
That
like,
was-
that
Sometimes
was
you just gotta
solid.
do
When
it.
you said that, I was like, no, that's solid, bro.
That's actually
very
a
Like,
good
solid.
example.
have you
Damn.
ever been like, no, I gotta get there though?
Because I
Like-
can't lie. If I have a very addictive personality. And not only addictive personality, I like things that are like at the highest level. So I like very fine cuisine.
Yes.
I like very fine alcohol. I like
Right.
being in the finest place. I love the best scents. So you're telling me if I have sex, I'm not gonna want the most fire version of
Of
whatever
course,
it is
Yeah.
off top.
Yeah,
So
like
that's
I'm
a
supposed
setup,
to
but
not
then that
touch her
makes me-
pussy while she's ovulating, knowing she's horny as fuck. It's dripping more than it ever drip, even if it's the drippiest.
I
You
love
know,
drip drippiest, by the way. That's actually a level of drip that I
that's
understand.
okay.
But you got to get grown to you start.
You do
That's
gotta
some
get
other
grown to
shit.
touch that.
You gotta
drip
tune into the
drippy.
podcast for that one.
Gotta
You
know.
gotta tune it. It's levels to the drip drippiest.
Levels.
What did Cardi say? Get a bucket and a mop.
Exactly.
For this wet ass pussy.
Swag.
Hey.
Swag. It's there. That's that moment. So yeah, anyway, see what they done did? We drinking tequila. They got me over here lit.
We about to have a good time.
It's a
y'all.
Tafari Talk takeover, man.
It's
we just
how
here,
we do
man.
Tafari Talk take over.
We
Back
here,
to my
we
DJ
here.
drop.
Exactly. Great job.
Nah, so like let's talk about
Big
like
Cali
literally
respects
the
it.
foundation, because we can go into a lot of different things, but I want to go into literally y'all. First off, as not only a couple, but like I don't want to admit, it's pansexual.
Yes.
Polyamorous.
Pansexual. and
Polyamorous.
Yes.
Yes. There
Thank
we
you.
go.
I'm learning.
You
I'm learning.
are.
And I'm
You
not, and
are.
this
You
is
learning,
legit. I'm not
y'all.
being
You learning
funny.
For real.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
You're
Deadass.
awesome.
I
You're
grew up
awesome.
in Moreno Valley.
I remember us having that like super long heart to heart too. Like when
Literally,
we
I
were,
think
like,
the moment that we
talking
said
about, like,
pansexual
so many
polyamorous,
things.
I remember us having a conversation.
Yeah.
Like when he was like, "So what's y'all deal?" You know, we was like, yeah.
On some big C shit.
Yeah,
like I just
on
want to
some
know. Like I'm like,
I
I
was
don't
like,
get it.
You know, let me
I'm like,
know.
so wait a
It's
minute.
really
Y'all
good.
really love each other.
Yeah.
But she legit has someone else that she legit probably cares for.
Yeah.
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 But that doesn't affect y'all.
No.
Yeah.
Say that to any person that's never heard that. They'll be like, I don't get it. So not just that, but even now, which then pivoted to now you guys have the podcast
Yes.
where you're giving talks on life through the lens of that
Exactly.
in a relationship.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I want to talk about the foundation of that. So like, how'd you guys even get together, meet, whatever? Like the quickest synopsis, because the whole full story is on the pod.
It is.
I'll do the quick synopsis.
She's good with
because
quick.
this one's
Okay.
gonna
And
go
if people don't
long.
know, I'm one of the producers on the show.
Yes.
So that's why I really want people
Big
to
C,
know.
big C.
Because a lot of this stuff I know, but then I kind of don't too, because I do a lot of stuff. So, I have to set things up, then they just go in.
Totally.
They be
Exactly.
knocking out episodes. So it's a
Exactly.
lot coming.
Period. Boom,
Got-
boom,
This
yes.
year,
boom,
it's a
boom,
lot. They
boom,
got
boom,
they got
boom,
they
boom.
got episodes and takes.
Yeah.
Shout out JMKM.
Yes.
Shout out Production Culture. Shout out Knockhouse LA. We here, man.
We out here.
So anyway, let's
doing
talk
the
about the
damn thing.
foundation of the Tafaris. I would say, let's just say that.
Okay.
I like that.
I'll do a quick synopsis. So we have been best friends for 10 years.
Yes.
We met in college and
What college?
Sam Houston State.
Mhm.
Yes.
Shout out
Shout
Sam
out.
Houston State.
Exactly.
Shout out
Shout out
SHSU.
Sam Houston State.
Where's that at?
Alumni. It's in
Huntsville,
Huntsville, Texas, but it's
Huntsville,
not far from
Texas.
Houston.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys met in
Yeah.
Huntsville,
We met in
Texas.
Huntsville, Texas.
Hold
Sure
on,
did.
just the
With
odds
all
of
the
that
prisons.
alone is
It's
already
it's
like.
already a thing, right?
They
Go
got
ahead.
40
That's-
million.
Show how
Did you
And
know
it's
that?
two baddies in Huntsville,
That's a
Texas.
very
Yeah.
rare
You're
fact.
either there in the prison
The
or
only
the
reason you
college.
be in
I'm not
Huntsville
making
is
fun of
prison or
Huntsville.
college.
We were
First
in the
off,
college.
shout out Huntsville, Texas.
Shout out
Because you
Huntsville,
brought
Texas,
together
baby.
at one of the
Motherfucking
greatest
magic.
couples and great people that's going to change this world together.
Period. I'm glad you.
So,
Thank
You
you.
see?
there we go. So shout that out.
Y'all heard it here first. Prophesied. That was a prophecy right there.
That was it.
That
We
was a
here.
prophecy. I honestly felt
He's
it
just
in
a
my
vessel.
bones.
I'm just talk about.
Okay.
Talk about it.
That's all I am.
Channeling.
That's all- I'm about to-
Channeling. What we
Here.
gonna say?
Go ahead. I'm about to light this up, y'all.
Channeling.
I would love to keep.
okay.
I would love to
Baby.
continue to hear.
Yes.
So Huntsville, Texas.
Okay,
You
so
guys
yes,
meet in
we
college.
met in Huntsville, Texas, in NAACP. Just
Yep.
a little tidbit on the side.
Fight the
'cause we
power.
was
Fighting the power.
fighting the power.
Yep.
Period. So
Give a line,
we were together we were best friends for about a year, and one
But first we were in college, we were in NAACP, and we were like kind of distant friends for about a year, and then we
yes,
got to be
distance
friends,
for a year, exactly. Then like
and became
actual
easily,
friends
quickly
for a
best
year.
friends for a year, and then go ahead, continue with your short story.
Okay, then it was just a beautiful. I'll start with the Wednesday. It was a beautiful Wednesday. We decided we were gonna take a little Molly. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I've done it.
Why not?
Is
It
it
was a beautiful
daytime?
Wednesday. It was.
Daytime Wednesday.
Daytime Molly. Yeah, we were gonna
Daytime
So
do
you're just
Molly.
waking
Yeah.
up and you're like, look,
Yeah,
it's
we're
hum
gonna
day.
do some
Why
Molly.
not take
Yeah,
some
we're
Molly?
gonna Molly. Why not?
Love it.
So
Molly
finished our
foundation of
classes.
any
But see, I'm not
relationship.
gonna lie that you are telling the long story like I would. I don't know. Save some for the pod.
Hey man, it's Big Cali. Say something for the pod.
Save some for the pod. No, y'all don't need to know how we started banging coochies, but what y'all do need to know is that's how we met. We was best friends that long, and
Love
then
it.
And then we started banging
watch
coochies,
Tafari
basically.
Talk to see how we started
Okay.
banging the coochies.
I love it.
But then once we started,
Okay,
banging,
wait,
Hey,
no,
it's gonna be
point.
3 niggas that's gonna be like,
Wednesday-
man, what the fuck? Damn.
Okay,
That
look. Wednesday,
really is.
we didn't bang coochies on Wednesday, but we had a moment, and then we
Yeah, we
decided
banged
to take
coochies
some
by
more
Friday.
Molly on Friday
for a
because
reason.
it didn't smack like the Molly didn't smack for me like it was supposed to.
it was smacking my ass. I
So
was
yeah,
like,
it smacked for her, but it didn't smack for me. So
But-
we
so we had to
ran it
redo.
back on Friday, and then it
Had to get the
smacked a little
smack.
too crazy, and that's how we started getting
But we was right, though.
freaky, and we've been together ever since. Pussy put a spell on her, okay?
I love it.
Hold
I love
up,
it.
hold up, hold up.
But
Did
You
my
didn't
pussy
even
not
like no,
itch?
but you
It
didn't
put
even
a
like
spell
girls
on
at
it?
all. You
That's
didn't,
not-
you
don't
weren't even
say
dating
at all.
girls. You weren't even
Don't
dating
say
girls,
at
okay?
all.
You didn't
I
date
already
girls.
decided I was
didn't
pansexual and
even date girls.
polyamorous, a bitch.
You didn't date
Hold
girls.
up on my own.
wait. So you were first pansexual polyamorous, then you brought Triiinity
No,
along with
no,
that?
no.
Sorry.
No, it's not like that. We have both actually in our
Yeah.
independent and collective studies had looked into, like, we had come across different research and different like kind of ways of life and being. We're kind of going through our own transformational shift as beings, individually and collectively, right? We were best friends at this time.
Mhm.
And through the research and stuff that we had encountered, we were like, yo, being pansexual and being polyamorous seems like the most ethical, amazing, and blessed, beloved ways for our lives to go.
Well,
This
I
was
Did
think
you
they're
both-
they're separate because in the grand scheme,
they are
I've
separate,
been
but I'm
pansexual for
That's
my
what I was
whole
just
life.
gonna ask you. I
There
was
was
gonna say,
never
were you guys
a
doing this
moment
before?
I was not pansexual. Never a moment, and I've always been open and out about me being pansexual.
Well, I
Poly
will say-
came into later.
True. But did you always call it pansexuality?
Yeah.
You did?
I've had, or at least I've called it pansexuality since I
No,
was
I feel like you would-
maybe like
you would call it
16 or
bisexual.
17. No.
Is
Okay.
there? What's the difference between pansexual and bisexual?
I mean, technically,
So
honestly,
they're not that vastly different.
No,
but here
when
is
they
the
talk more
slender
about-
difference of why we identify as pansexual, not as opposed to bisexual, but as a deeper explanation of what we actually are. So bisexual is, first of all, looking at like kind of bilateral, right?
Mhm.
It's looking at the genders as two.
Just men and
See,
women.
the
And then
more
it's saying that-
bisexual people talk about it, though, they're saying that that's not even the case anymore. They say
Mm.
bi just means more than one. They just mean more than one.
I get you, but I'm talking about the base,
Yeah.
just the base meaning of the word and kind of how a lot of things started as a definition. I think a lot of definitions are getting more expansive as we start to understand ourselves and each other more as a
Facts.
culture.
Facts.
So I'm just kind of talking about like the root of the word, bi, two,
No,
man,
thank
woman.
you. No, I want you
And
to.
it's like,
You guys see, this is how we talk though. This is
Yeah,
our normal
yeah,
conversation.
exactly.
For people that don't know, I'm always
This is what we
asking
talk
them
about.
because
Yeah.
here's my problem. I talk a lot of shit, and sometimes I might be insensitive to words, to pronouns. I might be insensitive because no excuse. I just
you're uninformed.
that's it.
Just
And
exactly.
But it's
people
not
don't
an
give
excuse.
enough-
Some people be on my bumper though about it.
But you know what I was about to say?
So I'll be like, I just try
It's
to ask
both,
y'all
right?
everything.
Where you
Yeah.
should still inform people. You shouldn't be too
I'm
lazy
always
to be
gonna
like, oh, let me let
inform.
you
Yeah,
inform.
but-
But by the same token, we need to be patient with people
and understand
who don't fully know, because there's so many people who just don't know.
Because I've
But
just
they
been,
want to know and
my
they're
life-
trying to do better.
Yeah, sorry, my
Exactly.
fault.
No, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
I
saying.
was just saying,
like
my,
you.
my whole life I've been heterosexual.
Mhm.
I've always man, woman. That's just my thing. But that's really what I've only been around.
Mhm.
Then when I got older, I was around more. I told you the story about my first person that I actually talked to that I was cool with that was
Mhm.
gay,
Yeah.
and I never really And we got drunk when I was working at a photography company, and one day at one of those little like company outings and shit. Niggas all got drunk as fuck, and I was just fading. I was like, "Yo, bro, real shit, bro." His name was Rich. His name's Richard, actually, my boy.
Nice.
And I was like,
Shout out to
literally,
the Richards
shout
of
out.
the
No,
world.
that's my boy. It's funny.
Richards
That's a
are all
crazy.
pretty cool.
That's a
Richards
crazy
do be pretty
coincidence.
cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
No, cool. When I say cool, he literally put me on colognes. He put me on like 5
Hell
different colognes.
yeah.
He put me on Tom Ford cologne.
Nice.
Like, I could, like that's my
That
nigga.
cool,
Cool as
exactly.
shit. Cool as
Yeah.
shit. Like we'll smoke. Like he was cool. He used to buy weed.
Hell yeah.
Like all shit. We pieced up on zips. Like he was cool as
That's
shit.
awesome.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So I literally got drunk one day and I was just like, bro, like you telling me honestly, you don't ever want no pussy, bro? Like you know how fire that shit is? And he laughed, just how you guys laughed right now. He laughed at me. He said, bro, all right, I got a question for you. And he said, don't get mad. I was like, all right, what's up? He was like, you've never wanted a penis before? Like, you know how fire that shit is? And I said, hell no. I was like, what the fuck? And I looked at him like crazy. He said, see how you
It's the
feel?
same thing.
That's exactly how
Very
I feel when
fair.
you tell me that.
Yeah.
He said,
Very
do you
fair.
think I fucking choose to be like this? You think I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I just want to make my life harder. I want everyone to judge me.
Exactly.
I just want to be not
Yes.
accepted. I want to. I might get beat up. People won't be cool with me. The same people I
Exactly.
played.
Yeah,
with.
Exactly.
And then I really thought about it. I was like, you know what? That makes sense. Because like, why would you choose to actually make
No.
your
It's
life
hard.
harder?
Yeah.
Literally.
Like what?
Like, so it's obviously that is you. And just how you're not attracted to that, I feel you. Like, I can't
Right,
hate on that. It
yeah.
really don't matter. You're actually cool. You still know all the fire cologne.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is like me 19 figuring this out. Like, oh, okay.
That
Well,
us.
it makes sense. And after that, I just don't care. Like, I don't care who you're like
Exactly.
sleeping.
it
Yeah.
doesn't
Like,
affect
who
me.
past you, me saying, all right, bro, I'm out of here. Good night. Have a good one.
Whatever you
what
do,
after that
your
is like, that's your
business.
life. Like, I
That's
don't.
your life.
Because
straight up.
tomorrow I'm gonna hit you up and you're still gonna know, like, let's go get something to eat. We cool.
Exactly.
I'll pull up. So then after that, I literally did. So to even pivot back to what we were talking about, with your relationship, I was just like, at first, old Big C at like 17, 18 would have been like, that's crazy. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And I bet they have drama and da-da-da-da. But I'm like,
And it's not that there's not drama. I'm gonna say that. That's
But
another thing people
hey,
think of.
what monogamous relationship
But
have
what-
you been
yeah,
in?
so
I
I'm
was
like, but
just
where is there
going
not
to
drama
say
in
that.
y'all's
What
in
regular,
monogamy?
quote,
Like,
normal
there's still
relationship have you
drama.
been in where there was never no drama?
facts.
Life
And there was
is
never
dramatic.
no disagreements, and there was never no misunderstandings. Like,
Facts.
of course, that's supposed to happen, but there's just a degree more of like, I feel like one of the amazing things about poly, like for as far as like self-development and self-growth, is that it forces you to be more self-reflective
For
and
sure.
to see where's the root of your problem coming from, instead of just being like, hey, I own this person, I'm angry, they did something. You know what I mean? You have to like reflect and be like, okay, well, what's going on? I know we have this arrangement, so am I jealous? Is it this particular person? Is it something they
Is
done?
You go
it
more
Is it
to
a
the root,
reflection
'cause you
of
can't
me?
even look at the
Like,
part
it's like,
of
what
Yeah, you
is
can't just
the
automatically be
actual
like, they did
issue?
wrong. No, they didn't do wrong. They're their own person. You're your own person. Y'all have an agreement, an arrangement, etc. So if you do become upset, especially because, of course, hey, I'm not saying anything is for everybody. Maybe some people it's really not for. It's up to you. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it is just a beautiful way. One beautiful way to be able to express love to your partner and
Right.
allow them to receive love, especially because we got together at a very young age.
Well,
like,
how old were y'all again when y'all got
well,
with each
I
other?
was 21, you were 20. Or
Yeah,
what,
I think so.
Right?
Or yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 21. She was 20. So it's like, dude,
Wait, so how long y'all been together now?
So
9 years. It'll
yeah,
be 10
9
years next
almost
April.
10 years. Yeah, it's gonna be 10 years.
Woo!
A decade?
Yeah.
I don't think
Coming
I
up on a
committed to anything
decade.
for a decade.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
like,
real. I've
it's
done
a
like
choice.
5 different careers. I've lived 5 different
those I've
places.
That's a
switched.
good way, though.
Those
Yeah,
I've
we gotta-
switched in my
those keep
decade, but I have
changing, but
not
we-
switched my bitch.
No, but
So
that is
that's-
that's amazing. I've had the same.
Period.
That's tight.
Say that.
Say that, okay?
It's that.
I will
It's
switch
that
all
for
that
me.
shit, but I will not switch my bitch.
Never.
Okay, that's on Big Purr.
But
Okay.
that was seen, which I was talking about when I was at the party.
Mm-hmm.
You guys could talk about it, but until you
Yeah.
see something like that live, you're like, I'm like, oh.
I get
I
you.
get
That
it.
was when
Yeah.
you got to see the expression.
ne-
I feel you because you
Yeah.
don't necessarily.
And I'm a
see
DJ,
us
Yeah.
so I'm watching the
environment.
crowd.
Exactly.
Everything was a movie to me, and
Oh,
I was just
literally.
doing, and I was doing a
Literally a
movie
movie.
score.
Yeah, I was about to say
I was
yes.
just scoring the
yes,
whole
soundtrack,
movie. I was
baby.
like,
It's
yeah,
ooh.
right now this would be
He was
tight.
scoring the fuck out of it, if I do
Absolutely
say so.
slayed.
I was
Absolutely
drinking Hennessy
slayed.
and lavender lemonade. Shout out Smoking Sage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Oh,
lavender
Sage.
lemonade had that popping with the Hennessy. I was deep. I was playing nothing but like I wish I could have recorded that. I should have recorded that. Same.
Man,
There was a
hey,
lot
it's too
going on.
good. That's one of
Really
the things
did
you gotta
eat,
be there.
especially
but,
because the
oh, baby.
range was so
It
like.
was,
Yeah,
I
you had a
played
great
all
combination,
of my
but it was a
favorite
back
twerking
and
songs.
Yeah.
I played only
And
one
we
I
loved
did.
it.
Hey,
You,
hey,
wow.
one of them.
Again,
I'm
just
pretty
a
sure it
top.
was like back that thing up. I had a dude give me a lap dance to that. We was over in my section. I said, "Oh, it's time, baby."
That's lit. Hey.
Hey,
Look,
getting it
he had
done.
just lost/won because what is losing and winning? Okay, illusory
Exactly.
concepts when you get in the fucking dance for me. What? Okay, anyways, so he had
Exactly. Period. Say that again.
And not just that, in the many constructs, but yeah, dude. So it was like you had just lost, baby, and I was like, it's time to give it up. So I was like, oh, you working with some man? Come on, yeah, you had to throw that.
So
I
that-
love it.
Period, poo.
I love
And
it.
it got done.
But no, like, not only that, but I saw like how you were attentive to each other,
Mhm.
but then you were still attentive to whatever else you had going on.
yes.
Not being nosy, just being a DJ, because I'll
No,
use that
that's
excuse
how it
right
works.
now.
That's how it works.
But I was very curious. I was just like, okay.
It's like I'm a
Because
DJ.
it wasn't just y'all.
Yeah.
It was about 20 other situations that was the same way. Because
And
Like,
the
I would
funny
see
thing
a
is, what you
girl-
don't even know is the leveling degrees of like we all had like we have
current
a
lovers.
lot of different people, you
And
know. Like,
also
so in the
people
grand
who may
scheme,
have been,
there's
like,
a few
past
people
lovers
that
and
like
wants.
so we really
So
are
a
handling
place
it
like
at
that,
this
yeah,
point.
we were juggling.
Yeah,
bitch. I
we're
was
no.
really just-
All right, if we're going to talk
Like,
about it, I've
really
seen a
juggling
few
at this
times,
point,
especially
you
during
know?
the games.
baby.
Like niggas was just literally like walking up, like it's just different. Like niggas hollering at those kind of parties is different. Like I'm not that kind of nigga. I'm not there. Like it's a level.
Imagine.
They'll just be like whispering in the girl's ear, and then the girl just be like, "Stop, you." And then like 10 minutes later, I won't see her no more. And then I'm like, all right, well, it's lit.
Yep.
And then like 15 minutes later, I see someone else come back, and then it'll be a whole different. Like it was beautiful though.
Vibes.
It was beautiful.
Because
Good
everyone
time.
left with who they in the end.
Exactly.
And it was like, okay, well, we'll see everybody later. Have a good one. Peace.
Yep. That's
You
what
going here?
happened.
You going here? And it was just
Yep.
like normal.
Everybody doing their
Part, I
thing.
was like, wait, did that just happen? It was like everyone just shut the light off.
Yeah,
It was
literally
like,
magical
"Doom."
end.
All right, well, it's over.
Deadass.
Everybody go. All right, have a
Yep.
good one.
All right.
So, no.
Hey,
it's
y'all.
not. It's, oh,
Just thought I'd say, you know, I don't know if
Oh,
y'all
my
need
bad.
it like that or what.
here you. You want this one? There you
Perfect.
go.
Thank you, love.
For sure.
Sorry.
So, we talked about the foundation.
Yes.
Talked about the parties. Oh, yeah, it's probably neat. Here, Michelle, can we get the little lighter real quick?
It's so pretty in gold.
It is, but I just
I
ran
wanted
out.
this one to go.
Yeah, you
Gold's
throw
my
it to-
favorite color.
There we
Nice.
go.
You
Great,
saw
great,
that.
great throw.
That was
Yeah,
actually
you saw that. That was on
Yeah.
camera, by the way.
That did happen.
That was nice. Thank
That
you.
did
Megan.
happen.
Shout out
Nice.
to Deshelle for the beautiful
Easy,
throw,
baby.
by the way.
I
It
know.
takes a good throw.
Effortless.
Gorgeous.
I did. I said, that's
bestie,
why
And she
always
didn't
throw.
move. The
Good
leg
catch.
didn't even move. She said,
I
here.
know. Oh, she's so sweet.
It went right back to her
Love
phone.
her.
Shout out Deshelle, we here.
Yes.
Shut up.
Woo.
Yes. But no, I want to talk about the pod.
Yes.
We got it coming out mid-August
Yes.
or we're not going to put a date. Let's just say it should,
That
by the
sounds-
time
that's-
this episode
yeah, that
comes
sounds,
out,
Yep.
it
Exactly.
should be within the next week or
exactly.
two of it coming out.
Exactly.
Facts. Yeah.
What is the podcast about? For the people that don't know, this is y'all time.
Well,
Talk about what is the podcast about, what we got
So-
going. What could people expect? Because
okay.
you hear what this show was just about in a little bit. And this, I had to stop it from going in. It was a lot
Because
more.
he knows we will.
It's true. It's
Because
true.
he
in these
knows we will.
stories, there's other stories and other stories with people and
Yeah.
other
Right.
things.
They just layer.
I seen somebody titty on fire. Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
say it. I'm gonna
Titties
say it.
on
I
fire.
seen it
Titties
at
were
a
set on
party.
fire. It was
ablaze.
great.
You ever seen a girl lay down willingly and light the body on fire and nobody gets burnt? I don't know how that
Yes,
happened.
Nobody gets burned.
I gotta bring
The
my
fire's
torches,
just energy,
and I'm gonna
baby.
show you. I'll show you.
See,
Yeah.
I'll show you.
we gonna do it. You gonna do
I'm
it?
gonna show you.
I'm fucking with it.
Simple. I
I'll
promise.
fuck with it.
It feels fantastic.
See,
Just let
this
it.
is how
Just
it all
try it out.
happened.
Actually, you
Just
want
try
to
it
know,
out.
you know, as a person, as a willing sub who gets fire played on, I personally love the tickly feeling. It actually makes me feel like I'm tickled.
All right, look.
Like I'm like, ah! I can't stop like laughing and giggling when I get fire played on. I'm all it's like,
Is this a safe place? Safe place.
Obviously.
Look
Obviously.
Safe place. No one's listening. I can,
Everyone's listening.
Everyone's listening. Look, there was one time when I was involved in a relationship with said person,
okay.
and she did light a candle and did do the burn
Wax
wax on
play?
my back.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
And it burned, but then that tingly feeling was just, it'll just go away. It didn't like hurt. It was just like,
Yeah.
ah, and I'm like, oh.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ow. And then it was like,
And
then
see,
it didn't
wax
hurt. and
play
then,
is
ow.
actually hotter than fireplay.
It is.
Which
you wouldn't
wouldn't
think so.
expect. But
Yeah,
wax
I was
play
about to
is
say. I was thinking that
actually
wax is hotter.
Much hotter.
Literally.
But then
than
I've done it.
Fire
I've done it.
dances
That was some
on
other
you.
shit. That was deep in my other wave, you know.
Yeah.
That was a long, long time ago.
But see, that means you ready. You more ready than you think. So let me set you on fire.
I'm telling you,
No,
you're
just
ready.
kidding.
You're already ready. I'm telling you.
Getting set on
Let us
fire
set you
at
on
the party.
I'm telling you.
At the party is lit.
Yep.
So anyway,
That's how we
Quite
do.
the
literally.
podcast. My bad. I
The
always I did that. I was like, we did that.
Don't worry,
Tafari
you take
Talk.
IG tours. Yeah, it's a Tafari Talk podcast. So it is, you know, our like just life, love, relationship, sex, kink, and like everything under the sun, just whatever we want to talk about, we gonna talk about it. And it's from our lens as a pansexual polyamorous couple out here in Los Angeles. You know, those things really do, I feel like, give us our own independent perspective. And there's been so many different times that we have just been having the natural conversations that we have. And we have just been kind of like, you know, moshing for what we, you know, this is what I believe. This is what I believe. Like, we're just talking about these topics, especially as more sensually and sexually liberated femmes.
Exactly.
You know, so we're talking about these topics and, you know, we feel the fire, the passion ignited in others. We feel the knowledge that is being achieved by others as well as ourselves, because, you know, conversations I feel like are an iron sharpening iron moment, you know, like we can
Exactly.
both always learn something from one another's perspective. So, but we felt that magic before, just like in our natural conversations. And we were like, dude, people need to hear this. People
Facts.
need to be informed.
Mhm.
People need to talk about this shit themselves. So we're gonna talk about it from the taboo to the tantric to the, the sexual, sensual to like just the real world topics like Roe versus Wade and shit like that. Like talking about how real deal shit, like, hey, we having sex, we're sexually active people. How does sex affect us? How,
Good, the bad,
Exactly.
the fun, the
Exactly.
ugly.
Exactly.
Like
All
everything, all the aspects,
spectrums.
Mhm.
Exact. All spectrums. All spectrums.
I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love it, man. And
So that's
honestly,
what we do.
I would say for someone that had the pleasure of being around in the production side of things, behind the camera with JMK and working with him, it's something that the world's ready for. It's gonna be great.
We sure hope so.
And
The time
for
is
men,
now.
it was a lot of times it was just men in the background,
Yeah.
and we're asking questions now.
Hell yeah.
The conversation's
so
opened
fun.
up. It's a very
Mhm.
open-ended conversation.
Yeah, that's what
Because
we
there's
want it to
no
be.
like, this is it. This is what I want to say. You're very like,
Exactly.
hey, I don't know, you might not agree, but this is
That's
why.
And
Oh,
even
you know?
sometimes we don't agree. Oh man, I won't
No,
let y'all in too
a
much.
lot of the time.
Yeah.
The
I'm like, we
majority
don't.
of
Yeah,
the show
people
is
don't know.
them
Yeah.
not agreeing. That's why
Yeah,
it's great.
you never know.
Because
Yeah,
they're
we
in a
do.
real relationship. This
Oh,
is
not
not
that
And
for
we're
fake.
so
Like,
similar, but
they're gonna
also
leave
so
here and go
different.
home.
And
Yeah.
we're
Like,
so
Yeah.
right, exactly. Like, bitch, what you talking about on the podcast? Forever
Let me
and
not squeeze
ever,
your
my
boobs on
baby.
camera, huh?
Well, that would make this a whole differently rated show.
Yeah.
it's okay. That's why you gotta tune in. To
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. Even the guests
Big
have
facts.
been amazing, and
Thank you.
it's gonna be
you.
on everywhere: YouTube,
Yep.
Spotify.
Yes,
Literally
all the
everywhere,
places.
like-
Listen up for real.
See it everywhere. Listen to
Yes.
it everywhere because y'all are going
Yeah,
to
get
love
into it and have your own conversations. And please, like, by all
Yes.
means, reach out to us. Like, yo,
Yeah, hit us
if
up.
you
We
see
love
it
that.
and you got some questions, like, it is a really open-ended conversation. We want to be answering questions and conversing about things that matter to everyone. You know what I
Right.
mean? And, it naturally happens, but also it's nice to just, like, give feedback and know where you guys are coming from. So even from the other end of the spectrum, I always feel like you guys can talk to us and who knows, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I definitely want to know what people are thinking about the stuff that we're, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know, I want to hear the other side of the
You want to
conversation.
hear the big C's that don't have
Yes, exactly.
the access to the Amiiris or the Trinities, that don't
Exactly.
have that homegirl to call and be like, hey, I'm just curious, like, why is this going on? Why is this such?
Exactly.
I'll say it, as some man, I'd be confused. Why is it a big deal? Why should I care?
Why is it a big
And
deal?
not even why should I care? What could I do to even further help the movement?
Literally.
Exactly.
Help said thing that's going on.
And knowledge is power, you know?
Yes. Because I was
So
going to
that's what
say,
it's all
honestly,
about.
a big part of helping starts with understanding. And that's why I wish on both spectrums, we would all come with a little more understanding. Like if you're on the spectrum of the side where you like know more about, just like sexuality, politics, gender rights, you know what I'm saying? Different things like that versus like, other people who may be yearning to know, but they just don't know. Like they're ignorant in the most pure sense, not in any, like, oh, ignorance, blah, blah,
Just
blah.
because it wasn't around.
It
a
just
lot of
wasn't
people.
around,
It
just
wasn't.
don't know.
Yeah.
And you can't, just because you've reached a certain level of knowledge and awareness, expect everybody to know. So that's why I am passionate about opening the conversation. It's like, hey, this is what I think. This is what you think. Even people aligned and allies on the same side don't feel the exact same. And we can always sharpen each other's perspectives and understanding through conversation.
Facts.
Exactly.
Love it.
Mhm.
I love it. Before we get out of here, because, I don't want to take up all y'all time. I want to know.
We love it here.
I love
We
it.
love it here.
Nah, for real. And I appreciate y'all coming on the show
Always.
because
Likewise.
this
thank
is
you
going
for
to
having
open up
us.
the conversation. And I
Exactly.
want to
Yes.
keep having these conversations with
Exactly.
people, learning and meeting cool people. Because even the people I met from the party, genuine, great
Literally,
people.
yeah.
It wasn't all
The
about
energy is
sex.
right,
And I want
yes.
and I
Yeah.
want to like throw that out there because
Exactly.
maybe the more masculinity mind, I don't know how to make it word where it's like a nigga that ain't never been around that much shit
Yeah.
before. It might seem like, oh, you go in there and it's
Agree.
just, it gets popping. It's like, nah, it's such a vibe. It's like, why?
It's such a
It's like
vibe.
everyone's
There's so
kind of
much more
chilling.
than
Like,
that.
what do you think heaven is?
Exactly.
You think they're just up there with fits, walking around? It's probably just a
Yeah.
bunch of naked people listening to music,
Chilling, yeah,
hanging
having
out,
a good time,
talking
yeah.
conversations, laughing, roasting
Hell
people,
yeah,
throwing
exactly.
people in pools. Like,
Exactly.
it's all chilling.
All the
Who
good
knows? I'm not
times.
saying it's heaven. I'm not gonna say it, but let's just say if we wanted
It
to
gets pretty
recreate,
heavenly.
if we
for
want to
sure.
recreate a Sutton paradise, please go to the events where you see these two there.
Yes.
Anything they have been
Anywhere
going.
we're at, I
And
promise.
Talk
It's
about
where
where
it's
can
where
people
it's at. Okay.
get your stuff, learn more about y'all, your social medias. It's your time. Plug
Yes.
everything. Anything y'all got going on, of course I want to know that too. So say that.
For sure. Well, I am Amiiiri
Outside
Tafari.
of the Tafari podcast.
Of
Yes.
course.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I know it's
well,
a lot.
Yes. Well, I am Amiiiri Tafari, AMIIIRI TAFARI. You can find me like that on all my socials. We do a lot of shit, even outside of our Tafari Twins, Tafari Talk isms, and things and such. I am a passionate rapper extraordinaire. Okay.
She got the slap on deck. Okay,
Oh
I'm
my
saying it now.
God.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna wait for you to come back and do
Oh
the next
my
spot.
goodness.
But fuck it. Hey, shout out my boy Waju.
I know.
I'll say it now.
Get the fuck out of there. And you was in there
hey.
with
You
like, hey,
saw?
let
Did
me-
you?
Hey, we
Let me
did.
throw
I
your
did.
little
We did the
sauce,
whole
too.
ooh-wop. I threw the little alley-oop. He
Like,
came
Little
through.
alley-oop.
Did
and
you
dunked
hear
it.
what happened?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so
okay.
He
That's
knows
it.
what
And I
it
We'll
gotta
just say
bring.
that.
We gotta bring. I'm gonna bring East through. I'm gonna bring like
We got more
it's-
coming.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shout out to
yeah,
my
album's
shout out
going to-
East. Ceasefire.
That's lit. Sorry,
Yes.
my
Shout out to
bad.
my
I just
baby
had to
E.
add that
She's
part.
fired. She's fired. But yeah, no, for real. Out here making schlappers and dappers and peppers, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. We're also creatives. We run Free Spirit, FRESPIIRIT, lifestyle brand, through which we have produced numerous events, different things like that. We have our jewelry line. We just come from
Talk about it. You
Energetic.
see,
Yeah,
you
so
see,
many
you see what's
things.
going on.
Exactly.
Keep talking. Sorry, I get excited. I love when I hear like a
love
lot
it.
of shit because niggas
So
be
many
laughing at me.
things.
I'll be like, yeah, I got this, I got this,
No,
I got this.
I
They
got
be like,
some
damn,
shit.
nigga.
We got some
Yeah,
shit
we got
in the
so
bag.
much shit.
We got
Okay.
some shit in
Oh
the
my
bag.
goodness.
So we make like handmade cosmic crystal creations and cater to your vibe, and we are all about the vibe, leaders of the vibe. That's like what we do. We're all about the vibe. So whether
Always.
that be an event or a jewelry piece or a piece of music or her photography or something, which I will let her talk about her own shit. We own it. Tafari Twins, Free Spirit, Amiiiri Tafari. That's me.
Love it, love it.
Oh yeah. Babe does such a good round introduction. Not gonna lie. I'ma say it. Y'all can't figure out the spelling.
Wait,
Go ahead.
what?
Take your time. It's
That's
your time.
y'all. Okay, well,
Okay.
my
You don't
Instagram,
gotta
I
spell
have
it.
they're all different. That's why you
Take
have one that's the same.
Your time.
Okay.
Shit.
Trust
So,
me, they are people with their phones with the search ready. They're like,
Perfect.
okay, who are these? Because I don't want to wait to look for the tag on Big C's page. I'm just gonna get it straight from the pod. I'm gonna actually look it up
Love
and I'm
it.
gonna follow. I'm gonna subscribe.
Perfect. Okay. Well, Instagram, the Triiinity Tafari,
Love it.
because they deleted me before. Because Instagram hates me for some reason. I don't know why you have such beef with me, man. I'm cool.
It's rough. It's cold. It's
I'm
cold,
cool.
girl.
I follow your rules. I don't know what the problem is.
Oh, man.
Whatever. Instagram beef. So, Twitter, Goddess Trin, because I lost Triiinity Tafari. Forgot the password to that.
Damn.
Yeah,
you
I'm
in social
like-
media, you've been through it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like,
Social media
Yeah.
You
war.
thought your breaker.
so
she
technically,
won't.
if
She
you
comes
do
back.
follow the other one, it was still me. It's just
Never break.
I don't have
I
the
did
password
also
for that
lose
anymore.
my Twitter.
So yeah, see, you've got all your socials.
Yeah, is it actually
TikTok
whatever,
is
but you
also
can find me
Goddess
if you look
Trin
up.
TikTok.
because they deleted me. Also, TikTok. Wow.
You always got
man.
one that just gets knocked out. and then you
hater,
get the one that
hating
works.
on the black woman. I don't know what y'all's problem
I'm
is.
like, yeah, Trin, you have had.
They, I'm like, yeah, I forgot. I was like, oh yeah.
when you
TikTok
started
deleted
listing
me
all the
too.
ones, she was
TikTok
like, yeah, I was
deleted me.
Everyone.
Yeah.
No, Mary.
I still love you though,
Every
TikTok. Instagram,
Facebook?
fuck
Like,
you.
are you? Did you get
Locked
lose a
out
Facebook?
of that one. Locked it. Yeah,
Some
I
of
got
them
locked
she
out of
either
that.
it's happen
But,
because she
you know,
forgets the password.
I forgot the password,
and never finds it again.
and then I never found
then
the
she
email password either. So.
Gets
This isn't funny,
Booted.
but it's funny.
Gets
I'm
the
sorry.
boot.
That's how it works for me, y'all. Social
Gotta
media,
laugh.
you know.
It's
Gotta laugh.
at the
Uh-huh.
pay. Hey, okay.
Yeah. You know, that's how it goes. But yeah, trust me, you'll be able to follow me. You'll be able to find me.
That's how I felt. I was like, actually, all my things are probably not on Amiiiri Tafari, but if they type that in, I will show up.
You'll,
Boom.
don't worry. You'll find me.
You're
And
good.
then don't
Son.
forget Tafari Talk. You can
Don't
follow
forget
that.
the podcast,
That's what I was gonna
Tafari
say, yes.
Talk, TAFARITALK. Tafari Talk. It's the Tafari Talk podcast, and we on. So
Love it.
yeah.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Well, first off, I appreciate y'all for coming on. Honestly, man, this has
Thank
been
you for
definitely
having
vibes.
us.
I appreciate like literally what you guys are doing, even in just teaching me how to run production and have trust in like, hey, you know, like they got this. I really don't need to necessarily be there or do anything. I can literally just be like, yeah, A plus B, as long as the C and D pull up, you're gonna get the, you know, it all equals, you know, it all works. It's just like when everybody works as a team. So you guys, the show, I know it's gonna blow up. I know it's gonna be crazy. I know I'm gonna say this right now. Just be ready.
Hell yeah.
And
be ready.
this is 100% Black owned.
Yes.
They own all this. This is all theirs. So you're supporting them.
Thank you.
100%
Thank you.
Female owned, Black owned podcast, business, everything. I want to emphasize that because there's not a lot out there like that, especially in this city. So come through.
Exactly.
Listen.
You're gonna love it.
Subscribe.
Yes.
You know, rate, review, all that good stuff.
Exactly.
And then, yeah, man, we're gonna keep dropping up episodes. We'll have y'all come back.
Send us
when
any
you drop the
questions you
album.
need.
Oh,
the album's coming.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
The album is coming.
It's coming.
Spicy.
A lot of producers is working.
Yes.
Shout out Knockhouse. We up here right now.
Yeah.
We got
Knockhouse,
we got
getting
producers
poppin'.
in other rooms
Also,
right now. As we're doing
I'm gonna be
Getting
putting out an
percolating.
audiobook. So
I like it.
look
I
out
like
for
it.
that.
See, we heard it first. See, they're
So
giving me
sorry.
exclusive.
This is an exclusive.
This is what I be trying to ask
an
Ring.
exclusive
This
drop.
I
is
want
actually an
exclusives. Niggas
exclusive.
gonna be giving me
And I do
exclusive.
want you to know this is an exclusive.
It
and I did want to
is.
draw.
It
here
is.
for you
Both
first.
of
got the
these things
audio
Here
book.
for you first.
have been
Yes.
announced
The
here
erotic
first.
audiobook. So yeah, it's coming soon. Listen
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
erotic
Yes.
audiobook is
Oh
coming.
yeah, it's gonna be hot.
And it's gonna
Literally.
be a little compilation. It ain't even just gonna be me. So, you know, like I said,
So we got
it's going
collabs
up.
coming.
Yeah, it's going up. It's about to go up and it's about to get freaky. Y'all know how I do.
So we
Y'all
got
know how she
the
do.
album
Yeah.
Yes.
audio. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, we coming through your speakers.
This year's getting crazy.
The podcast,
Getting spicy,
baby.
y'all.
baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all heard it here first, man.
Yeah.
For this podcast, go to bigcaliworld.com.
Yes.
You can click the Big Cali World tab, subscribe, rate, review, please. You know, go on our YouTube channel, the Big Cali World. That's all you got to put in there. Subscribe. We got Arguing Radio on there and Big Cali World on there. Also, for all your audio and visual needs, if you're trying to do your own podcast, all production-wise, go to productiveculture.com/podcast.
Yes.
In the How Did You Hear About Us section, put in Big Cali World, Arguing Radio, Big C, put Triiinity, put Amiiiri told me, put someone told me that I can get a good deal and learn how to get my podcast off the way, because we both use Productive Culture and we see what goes on.
Yes.
And with that being said, shout out Knockhouse LA for all your
Always.
studio needs.
Yes.
You know, we got the best deals in LA. We know what it is. We here right now.
Exactly.
It's just one of our rooms. We do the other
Just
one
one.
in there.
Yes.
And we here.
And
it's
there's
a
beautiful
vibe.
vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely
If you come
vibes.
through
when
on
you
the
come
right day,
through.
I'll be here. So,
Hey.
yeah.
Spicy. Another little.
Hey,
just
that's
so
a
y'all
little,
know.
that's a little.
Yeah, I was
Little
telling
gift.
them they got to put me on the website. They playing.
You know what?
They playing on themselves.
Here's the thing. We got to,
Okay.
that's a budget.
They are playing
Because you're
on
not,
themselves.
come on, man. Come
True.
on. We're not just going to throw you. That's going to just jumpstart
Just,
things.
you know,
That's like the
that's
secret
hey,
stuff.
I be
We
trying
gotta
to.
talk. That's
I'm a community. I love the community. I'm
Talk
for the
about it then.
people.
Hey.
I'm for the
She is.
people.
That's why I
That's
fuck
why you
with
brought
you.
me
Aquarius.
through.
Yes, no.
You know how
And that's
it
why when you
is.
run,
You
what
know
I say,
how
what I
it
tell
is.
people. I said,
do
tell
love
everyone, I
it.
say she runs everything here.
Y'all know.
I'm just here.
Yeah,
I
he said
come
she's
through.
a shit mother.
I come through. I
Tight,
just make
honey.
she make sure I got what I
Tight,
need.
honey,
She
I
make
don't
sure I got
play.
what's going on here.
Tight.
Yes.
And that's how I'm able. We're
Keep
over
it
here
right and
producing
tight.
multiple podcasts, multiple songs,
Exactly.
multiple slaps,
Ooh.
Yeah.
multiple
The
vibes.
hits, okay? What y'all don't know,
Talk
know
about
is
it.
The hits are
coming.
made here.
I like I said, we putting together a budget right now
It's happening.
because
Rub
There's
skins
some
like Birdman. Hey, I gotta catch up on
craziness.
Yeah, you been
I know.
babysitting.
I've
Me and Triiinity been
been.
drinking. Hey, yo,
The
let's
funniest
do a
thing
last
is,
toast before we get up
yeah.
out of
Hold on,
here.
wait, let me get mine a little less embarrassing. Hold on.
I know. I was like, dang. I wasn't gonna call you out on the mic. I'm glad you said it. I was gonna wait till
All right.
the minute
This
that
is-
camera went off, I was gonna call her all the way out. What? I
is
was
what
like,
the
Let's
show
talk about
is.
it. Fuck it. Run the truth.
yeah, I'm like
Nah.
you was,
Okay.
you was
All right.
playing.
This is the last toast. I love y'all. I
Toast.
appreciate y'all for coming
We
on the
love you
show.
too.
Love you
And-
dearly. Thank you.
I consider y'all family, and we
Yes,
gonna have a good time.
Fam,
We're gonna keep
forever.
growing.
Yes.
Cheers.
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 Oh,
And that's how you know.
That's
it's
how it was a
lit.
good cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Eye contact. Wait, you give me eye
And this
contact.
Big Cali World. Peace.
Yep, then I got eye contact. Eye contact.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
And you too. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra